What's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be tips on Domination. It's been a while since I've done a commentary. I think it was long overdue for one. I didn't have the voice recordings for this game against NYSL, which is a team, one of the top teams in North America, and I just wanted to talk about some Domination and maybe helping you guys understand the game mode a bit better. Hopefully, I mean, most of you guys, probably just watch the gameplay and just tune me out, but yeah, I just wanted to give some of my tips to understand how you can possibly improve the map if you're an up-and-coming competitive player. Maybe you can use some of my tips, right? So let's get off the rip. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I just want to get straight into the information, the good stuff, even though it's not really that great. Gotta take the long breaths, and obviously, I just woke up before making this video, so we're gonna do this raw. Me, I do things raw, right off the rip. But the main points I wanted to talk about in this map is, for one, the importance of trailer and A-long control. You can see most of my team on the map in this certain point of the game has A-long control. If you have secure A-long and trailer control, you're basically putting yourself in a great position to hold B and cap that flag. The only position that will prevent you from that, from the defending side, is holding top 10 and CT truck. Those are the two positions that you can hold to prevent the pushes from A-long, because here we're pushing to CDOM, but holding top 10 is really difficult to prevent that push, because you're just gonna get collapsed and killed. Like we have here, push for a triple cap, and then you're securing it. And you obviously want to have the CDOM spawns, because if you have A-long control and CDOM, you get closer spawns to trailer, which effectively gives you an advantage. And it gives you access to top 10, which is, in my opinion, better than having top wood, because you overlook the entire map, especially across the trailer. And that's just, for me, a better outlook on the map. So like I said, the main points I wanted to discuss is the importance of trailer and A-long control. As long as you have A-long control, especially on the barrel side, where you're looking into CDOM, which is where I'm standing right here. Barrels, if you understand, is the point of near armory, but barrels. Everyone knows it's called out barrels. If you have that barrels control, you can have the inside into CDOM. You're basically putting yourself in a team in a great position to hold power positions to win the map. And I definitely over-explained that too much. But the second point I want to talk about is the importance of tower control. I cannot stress this enough that if you have tower control, you put yourself and your team in a position to win. This could be in ranked if you're alone. If you sit top tower, you give your team so much more room for improvement and map control to gain space to capture B. Just having tower, especially even a trophy, just makes it super annoying to kill. I think this half I did horrible, but as long as your team's winning, you're doing good. But having the importance of tower control really helps you control the map, and your team controlling the map makes it a lot better. I think I got 3 kills in this half, but I had I think I had 12 in the next half, or I think 14. I think 15 kills in the next half. So this half, we're going to be cooking this half, so make sure y'all still watching, alright? Bear with me here, trust me on this. But like I said, teams like this, NYSM, you probably won't see a scoreline like this ever again, because this is just utterly destroying them. Sometimes when you compete as a competitive team, you get lucky, get a few kills your way, and then the map just snowballs. You can see here, we can't be already pushing their spawn, and that's exactly what you want to do. Is you want to apply as much pressure as possible on these players, so then they start spawning firing range. Once you have, that's why I stress the importance of trailer and A-long control. Once you have A-long control, the enemy team will be spawning firing range. Especially if they're spawning CDOM and you have A, they're going to be spawning down firing range, and you want that to happen because they have to make a choice whether they want to go A or C. And if you just keep them in the firing range spawn, then you just have so much more map control, and you can just push up onto B. You can basically have room to do whatever you want. And as a player, understanding what to do as a player, if you're soloing or trying to make a solo play, is make sure you're just holding down A-long, giving your team enough room to cap A or cap B or C, or just holding that position to wait for your reinforcements. And that Pred was really smart there. I saved it for that exact moment because I knew they were going to push A-long. And if you just relieve some pressure off A-long and get it back, especially if they're spawning ADOM and you're pushing to bathrooms, they also will spawn firing range, and you also want that to happen. Like you see here, I'm cutting out the rotations on ramp. They're going to be spawning jungle, but now they're spawning bathrooms since we only have the first half A-long. But you know, we did B and C, so you just want to control that. You see me top 10 overlooking middle, throwing utility, blah blah blah. You know, make sure the team is applying pressure. You can see the mini map, how much pressure we've applied and how much map control we've gained. And you know, how to blow the death machine. You know, might as well. It's at a point where the game is pretty much already over. You can just hold one. But like I said, tower control and A-line control, and just working with, like, it's generalized, but working with your team is really important. Understanding what your players are doing is crucial. Otherwise, you're just gonna get lost. Especially if you lose A-line control and you're spawning down firing range. To avoid that, you and your team have to pick a flag to commit to. For example, A or C, and you just have to commit 5 guys. You can't run down middle or just split spawns. Otherwise, you're just gonna get spawn trapped and be held in a triple cap. And the entire game, and you don't want that to happen to you. Otherwise, you just put yourself in a terrible position, and you'll be losing the map quite easily. But hopefully, you know, these tips helped you guys maybe understand a little bit more about domination, especially firing range. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, if you want to see more of these videos, I mean, shit, and let's get like what 800 likes if we can get it. I know my voice is kind of cringe when I'm trying to do these, man, but if you made it this long to the video, I really do appreciate you guys, you know, staying this long. It means a lot, man. I'm sorry, I'm doing my schoolwork, dude. I'm trying to finish all my schoolwork before I go to Texas for masters. But you know, like I said, I appreciate y'all's support, man. It means more than you think. I'm gonna be doing like vlogs and shit, man. We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys have a good one, and yeah, have a good one, guys. See ya.